You know, I've scrolled our Street Fighter, and this comes up a lot. People accuse other people of cheating when they lose in a video game. It just says, auto DI against Manon 214HK on ranked. And they just posted a video. So it's just like a video of a DJ DIing them. Like, are you just getting your ass beat, or is this person cheating? You know, like what's up? So I went and downloaded the replays. Some people on that thread were like, yeah, I think maybe he's cheating, or maybe he's not cheating, whatever, right? I will do the homework for you. I just went to their profile. They're called Don't Judge Me. It's a new account, suspiciously. They've only played like a few games. Yeah, looking at the name Don't Judge Me, 80% chance they're cheating, right? So this is their third game. So you notice the Manon player is trying to bait the DJ player. Like they're running. Okay. You know, maybe they just reacted to the movement, right? He got lucky that the frame that this Manon player did it, maybe he had a good read, right? You guys before were not sure. You're not sure if it's reads or react. Well, how did he see, you know, the frame that this special move is coming out? Pretty fast reaction time. He also is holding the auto button the whole time and walking and DIing. A little suspicious, I have to say. A 3-frame reaction time. Also notice that the Manon player, like, you know, when this person's not auto DIing, they're like incapable of blocking, and like they don't know how to play Street Fighter at all, but they're pretty good at reacting to stuff in 3 frames. Notice that the Manon tried to jump back heavy kick to bait them and jump and like all kinds of other stuff. That, like, this person doesn't know how to play Street Fighter, it seems like, at all, basically. But they just have really good reactions. What if they're just really snappy? They're just really, really young. You ever thought about that? That could be the case, right? What if they just have really good reactions? They can't do a meaty. They can't block a cross-up, or, you know, they're incapable of anti-airing or blocking, but they just have really good reaction, right? I'm not opposed to accepting that could be the answer, right? Look at this Manon go. With taunt, right? This DJ is not happy, it seems like. This Manon player has played this person 3 games, so they're aware that the DJ is up to no good, right? Fast forward through the super. Okay, I rest my case. They haven't done a DI in, like, you know, forever, and then that happens, and all right, man, you know, looks a little suspicious. So then I was like, okay, let's watch some against someone else. A little bit more investigative work, right? Ryu player throws some fireball. Nothing weird so far. We're playing normal. Simply is unable to block a jump in. Weird. $400 and you can't block a jump in. Right? A little strange. The frame forward heavy punch, a heavy button gets hit. Was it the case that they just did DI after the throw? Like, that's not uncommon, right? People do that a lot. Tech a throw and then they just do DI after, right? Do you think it's possible? Who knows, right? Like, I don't know. This DJ is, let's see, pretty fast. Who knows? It's not conclusive, right? Who knows? Very interesting. You hit a heavy normal that's not cancelable in neutral, and suddenly your opponent just instantly DIs it. You hit a heavy normal in neutral twice now, and both times the opponent insta DIs. Seems like a pretty nice thing to have, I can't lie. I noticed, by the way, I notice it's always a 3-frame reaction time. It's also always on heavy normals that, what's it called? Heavy normals that your opponent's not able to cancel, or like committal things like special moves. Weird. It simply can't be. Notice, by the way, I'm gonna show you something very interesting about this. Notice when this Ryu player does forward heavy punch, again, notice that DJ DI'd it. Well, he's in burnout. Why would he be DIing against Ryu's heavy punch this early? It seems a little odd, you know? Oh, muscle memory kicking in. True. Very interesting how that works. You bring up a good point. Maybe it's just the muscle memory kicking in, right? Also notice that they literally never DI outside of any other scenario. It's kind of weird, right? Like they don't misfire it. They don't misfire DI. They do, however, jump over and auto DI Ryu Hashogeki. Okay. So then I thought, okay, let's watch another character, right? Like, let's watch the Dulcim, right? Let's see if they're still cheating on the Dulcim. Like, all right, let's see if the very first frame of the game, Aki does a special move. 3 frames later, Dulcim DI. Look at his combo. Yeah, completely incapable of playing the game, right? But when you watch this, you'll realize this person doesn't know how to play fighting games or Street Fighter. They're like, they don't know what they're doing at all. However, pretty good at DIing in 3 frames. They're pretty, they got good DI reactions. They also counter DI every time too. Interesting. He also does DI while he is in hit stun sometimes. Whenever a character hits a button that is not special cancelable, yes. Incapable of getting out of medium punch crouching jab. Also notice that Dulcim jumped, and while he jumped, and he's in burnout here, notice that this DI came out, and Dulcim tried to counter DI while jumping. Very, very impressive reaction time. Also, DI went off there while throwing the fireball. My favorite part about this is coming up. I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's the best DI of this entire time. It's by far the coolest one. What a Maraima. I had a lot of fun watching these replays. My favorite DI of all. She slides under the fireball and hits forward heavy kick on the ground, a non-cancelable normal. I noticed Dulcim is reacting in the air in 3 frames to DI, to auto DI the forward heavy kick. Just the muscle memory, reaction time, spacing, and awareness to be mashing DI while whiffing, while someone's doing something on the ground. Very impressive. You didn't even notice it if you're watching, right? Look at Dulcim's inputs though. Here, 3 frames. Oh, damn. 3 frame reactions every time. They also laid DI back. Did you notice that? It doesn't DI the DI immediately. That would be too suspicious. You have to DI later, right? Because if you DI later, then it's less suspicious when you counter DI. You know what I mean? Dulcim is burnt out here, but tries to DI this special move in the string. Also, interestingly, tried to parry the super while burnt out and in the air. I'm kind of surprised about that attempt. Also tried to DI in the air while teleporting away from her grounded DI. Did you see that? She does DI. Notice Dulcim is counter DIing while in the air, full, like teleporting above her. This is enlightenment, right? This is the power of yoga. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that. Pretty good throw text as well. I wonder if that's on the menu. When she hits non-cancelable normals, he also tries the DI. Like right there, crouching medium kick.
The big 26.
This is also unfortunate. Every time she does the stance follow-up, she gets DI'd. I mean, so you know what, to that Manon player who was like, is this person actually cheating? Or is like, you know, what's going on here? Yeah, this guy's cheating. Paid the $400 so that they could be bad at Street Fighter. They played quite a few I didn't even look at this. They played casual matches with dynamic mode. Ah, what the fuck is dynamic mode? So dynamic mode is a mode where like you like hit buttons and the game automatically makes decisions for you based on like what button you hit and how close you are. It's kind of like a little cousin mode. Like you hand the controller to your little cousin and they hit buttons and stuff happens. It's like one of those. You cannot play it online. It's local play only. This person is indeed cheating. This person's a cheater. They got found out and ranked pretty easily. Pretty obvious they cheated. I mean, this alone gives it away, right? Do you have some of these replays? I'm down to take a look. Why not? We got them pretty good at determining. Okay, first of all, if this person is not cheating, they definitely have turbo for sure. There's like those inputs were unholy. I think this is just turbo. So far, there's nothing suspicious in terms of cheating. Oh my god. So turbo is actually not an uncommon... Is this even turbo though? Or is this like a macro? Can turbo be this fast? I actually don't know. What turbo does is you can hold down an input and then turbo just continuously inputs whatever you last did. If you look at my arcade stick, right? I have a turbo button. So the turbo button is right here. This is my turbo. It's like every 2 frames. I'm not getting a 1 frame input with turbo. Oh, I am getting 1 frame inputs by holding a button. So maybe if I was modern and I was holding auto plus this is what they're doing. This person has like a stick like this. Blanca's motions in the last games, the way he did electricity was by mashing a button multiple times. So people would use turbo controllers. Instead of having a piano or learn a more complex input, you would simply just hold down a button and then Blanca would turbo and he would do electricity. You couldn't do it in tournaments. Like people would only ever do it online because there's no, like if you do it online, who's gonna stop you? So they wouldn't be allowed to do that in like a CPT tournament, but they just got turbo on. Cause that one, I understand why you would think it was suspicious. Great time to have all the qualifiers online. I think this is why next year they need, first of all, they will not, but also they need to not have all the qualifiers online. Because a lot of people could just be cheating. Like the guy we watched earlier is like so obviously cheating, it's very easy to tell. And even with their cheats, they're not winning a tournament with those cheats. That's not a problem. But it could be a thing that someone who's good also does auto cheat. The thing is that this game has replays with inputs. Checking someone's inputs is very easy. Think this person's cheating? Why? And who's cheating? I don't even know who's the cheater here. I'm confused. What makes you think they're cheating? I mean, the way they're playing is very odd. But I don't understand the way they play. There is something weird going on here. You think the Cammy is a robot? Are all their games like this? I mean, they might just play in a weird way. I don't know. It looks like every master JP player, if it was neutral jump medium punch, they just have like one thing they do over and over. Is it quite weird? The CFN Witch Trials? This is from Denmark. I don't know that I see anything super suspicious. Is it because the boom and into back is fast? I think you could play on leverless and shoot booms like this. Like you think, okay. You think that sonic boom here into back is too fast? Nothing else is that suspicious though. Don't you think? I mean, he missed the boom right there too. This is fast, but it's not that hard. He has a 90% win rate and only plays Battle Hub. My win rate in Battle Hub is probably also extremely high. Battle Hub doesn't have matchmaking, right? So you can just play whoever. Like this speed here that I'm shooting is basically the exact same. I'm not playing on hitbox. This is also on, I'm playing on stick. And like I shot boom and then I'm back to down back on, I am forward on frame 1, down on frame 2, and then down back on the next frame. And I'm not a charge player, so like obviously this seems pretty normal. Let's go look at Knuckle Dew's input. I mean, okay, he's forward on frame 2 and then it takes him 3 frames there, right? It seems like he's about that speed every time, right? This is forward plus punch, 1 frame neutral plus punch, and then back on the next frame. It doesn't look like he's cheating at all. I don't think he's cheating. I've learned that Danish Street Fighter players they have a very low tolerance for charge characters. I think I found out why everybody thinks these guys are cheaters. Can I tell you something? If you go play in the Battle Hub, it's very easy to rack up an extremely high percentile win rate, because if you're a master player, most of the people you play in the Battle Hub will probably be weaker than you, and you can play them in an infinite amount of time. So you could just go in there and beat up people who are like, you know, flat, silver, bronze, 100 times and beat them 100 to 0, and then have 100% win rate. My assumption was that when we were looking for cheaters, some people would submit that people they thought were cheaters, and they would just be playing the game normally. The person whose replays I saved was straight up cheating. That person was like cheating for real, for real. All we learned today is that there's like a couple of cheaters and then a couple of people are from Denmark. That's basically all we learned, right? Okay, is it true that in EU1, everybody's an asshole? I'm going there. You can't fucking stop me. Oh, I read the first comment. This Hulk Hogan is really good. Says big ass eat toe. Look at them fucking Flintstone feet. Bro, why even invent a steam engine if you got fucking feet like that that can just run your ass to work?